What's going on, you guys? Ray here, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're going to be jumping into the best brawlers in the game and the worst brawlers in the game, a super important topic to talk about in Brawl Stars, so stay tuned for that. Alright, you guys, so to start things off, I want to take a look at Crow. So guys, Crow is super good right now in Brawl Stars. He did get a buff, not in this balance change, but the balance change before that. He does more damage per dagger, so being able to throw out 3 daggers, he can rack up damage really quick. Now, the most important thing to his basic attack is his poison. So the poison doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but its utility is so that the other brawlers can't heal back up. So that's super important for in team fights, making sure they don't heal up, and then your other teammates can come in and swoop in and get the kills. And I mean, Crow can also get the kills as well, so super good. I want to take a look at his super as well. So his mobility stat is super good, and guys, I want to keep saying this. I'm going to be saying this a lot in the video. Mobility is super good in Brawl Stars right now. So his super, he's able to jump over things. He's able to jump in, get a bunch of damage off, and then jump out. Really useful in any of the game modes and in team fights. Being able to jump in, do a bunch of damage for your team, and then jump out. Also, taking a talk about his mobility. His mobility makes him playable in almost any of the game modes. He's super good in smash and grab, picking up those gems. Heist, he's good at distracting, like mobility players should be doing. On Heist, you want to have an attacker, a person who's long range, or like a Dynamite or a Barley who can throw over. Crow's good at distracting, jumping behind the mine or by the safe and distracting other brawlers, while like a Dynamite can funnel in and start doing damage. So Crow's super good there. Now Bounty, he's super good at getting the kills on Bounty. The upgrade to his damage was pretty minuscule, but it does a lot. If you get close to him, he reloads pretty quick. If you get close to the other brawler and start chucking out a bunch of shots, it does a lot of damage. It does a good amount of damage. Plus he can just escape if he starts getting low, so very good there. Now what I want to talk about, not to mention, I just want to touch on the reason he's not sitting at the top is because of his playability in Showdown. I feel like in Showdown he's not super good. I feel like in Showdown the most important thing that you should have in Showdown is a health stat. So Crow kind of low on health. He has 600 health. He is really good at mobility, staying away, outlasting people, but the best way to outlast with Crow is just hiding. If you get trapped by like an El Primo or a Shelly, you die pretty quick. So Crow, I feel like he's lacking in one of those in Showdown. So and you guys, I think the person that makes my top list, whoever it is, a good brawler needs to be good in almost any of the game modes. He needs to be able to play, he or she needs to be able to play in all the game modes. That kind of is what determines who is good and who is not in my eyes. Plus just how balanced they are amongst the other characters. So another brawler I want to talk about is Mortis. I feel like Mortis is really overlooked. When I get into a game mode with Mortis, I start getting nervous no matter what. Mortis, again, mobility, his stat off the charts, best mobility in the game. His health is at 700, did get a nerf in one of the recent updates, but nothing too much to deter him. He's still super good. 160 damage and 200 with lifesteal. So talking about the game mode, so he's super good in smash and grab. That's his ace in the hole, his best game mode. Picking up those gems, getting away from people, dashing around. He is insanely good at smash and grab. Now the newest game mode, Brawl Ball, he's excellent at being that forward on the team, like I was saying with Crow. That forward, being able to kick it and then dashing up to the ball and then kicking it again and dashing, you can really get the ball moving and getting by your opponents and whatnot. So he's super good in that game mode. Also Heist, he's even better at distracting in the Heist than Crow. Jumping back, there's so many team strategies revolving around Mortis here, because he's really good at jumping behind the Heist, dashing back and forth. The other brawlers have a hard time killing him, and then distracting him while like a Barley can come in and start throwing in shots while the team is distracted. So very good on Heist. Now again on Showdown, not super good, a little bit better than Crow because he can outlast players, being able to run away, jumping around. He doesn't take first place a whole lot, but he's still super good at outlasting. He can pick up that third place spot or that second place spot pretty easily. Also Bounty, crazy good at getting the kills. Now I feel like a thing that's not super good about Heist or about Mortis is that he's not super good at like being a team player. All of his attacks, no matter what, are all focused towards him. His super heals him It does damage. He does great damage, but he's not really good at helping out his other teammates, which most of the brawlers you can do something to help out your teammate, whether it be like an El Primo jumping in and stunning the other character or whatnot, Shelly stunning the other character with your shotgun. So I feel like he's lacking in that teammate category. So Mortis still super good, and again, that mobility stat super important in Brawl Stars. Now, guys, I'm sure you guys were expecting this, but top of the list, guys, Bo. So Bo did get a huge buff to his super in the last update. It sounds really minuscule on paper, but it was 1 mine was added to his arsenal instead of 3. So at max damage, it does 375 per mine. So I've said this before. 1,500 damage totaled up you could be doing to the entire team. Now, another great thing about him is that if one person detonates your mine and does damage to him, it levels up or charges up your super more than 1/4 of the way. So, I mean, chaining your super on Bo is super easy, and it does so much damage that you can just be launching out supers after super. So, Bo, super good with his super. Now, attack. His attack does sound pretty weak. 100 per shot, so a total you could be doing 300. It's hard to get all your shots on one character, but you could be doing 300. However, I feel like it's overlooked that he does do splash damage. Being able to shoot into a big group of people and doing a bunch of damage to all of them, you can level up your super really quick that way, and you can just do a bunch of damage to the team. So very good there. Also his health, guys. He does fall into that tank class category, that tank category, which I feel like is super important in a lot of the game modes. And again, I just want to touch on that Bo is super well-rounded character. He does good damage, good super, and he has a lot of health. So talking about the game mode, so Bounty super good at getting the kills with his super and his attack. He's got crazy range. He can outlast if he has a high bounty on his head. He doesn't really have to worry about dying because he can attack from a range. Also in game modes like Showdown, I was really skeptical about him being good on Showdown, but he is pretty good on Showdown. He outlasts, he has that health, like I mentioned before, that's really important on Showdown. Also, the splash damage, really good in Showdown. He's not really good at taking first place, but he will get into that like second, third top class. Still those Bulls, El Primos, and Shellys are still taking first place, but we're seeing more Brawlers being played in Showdown, which is really nice. Smash and grab, I feel like he was designed for smash and grab. His super is super good at creating choke points, being able to deter the other team from going down a certain lane. So really good there. I feel like Bo, just all around a great character. It's crazy that he's a super rare and he's as good as he is. I feel like he still should be an epic. I feel like they kind of botched that, the Supercell team, but still love him. He's a great brawler. Okay, you guys, so the great brawlers are the best brawlers in the game. It's pretty extensive, but a lot of even characters. Looking at the rest of the brawlers, they're pretty even, so that's kind of what you want in a game like Brawl Stars. You want other brawlers to be really balanced, so I like that. Now, this is pretty much the outlier in the game. So Pam, you guys, is coming at dead last, and I'm sure you guys knew it. Very disappointing epic. I scooped her up super quick because I was super excited. I was scouting those minigunner test server gameplays, and I was thinking when watching those, if a brawler comes to the game and he actually is like this, he's going to be so overpowered because of that heal. I feel like Pam is pretty good. She's got really good health. Her super is really good. However, her attack just is not there. Her attack is so bad, you guys. Jumping into it, I thought she was going to be good because how many shots she does. So on paper, it's really good. However, you have to be super close to do a lot of damage, and she takes forever to reload. So I feel like her attack not very good. When you fire at her maximum range, you'll probably get like 1 or 2 shots on a brawler. So her attack is just not there, you guys. I feel like the reason she's so weak in the attack category is because I feel like the Brawl Stars team thought that her super was going to be so overpowered, because when you look at it in theory, I feel like it sounds amazing. Like, throw down a healing station and it could last the whole game. The only way you're getting rid of it is by killing it. So I feel like Pam, her super is not crazy overpowered. It's good, it's just not that good. Like, she doesn't have a stat that really stands out to me. If she were to be good, I feel like she would need a buff to either her attack, making her do more attack, or I feel like another great buff would be narrowing her attack spray. narrowing it, being able to aim your attack a little bit easier is super important. I feel like that would make her pretty good. So yeah, guys, Pam coming in at the bottom, not super good. Wish she was better. I was really hyped about her, but we will be seeing her getting a buff in the next balance change. It's hard for the Brawl Stars team. I'm assuming that when you add new characters to the game, it's hard making them as balanced as the other character, just because you don't have that gameplay to match them up to, making sure that they're good against the other brawlers, or not overpowered or underpowered. So I feel like they entered her into the game pretty underpowered, but she will be getting a buff in the update, and I do suspect that Bo will be getting a nerf. So that's just how it goes in Brawl Stars, or any game, is the bad characters are going to get a buff and the crazy good characters are going to get a nerf. I mean, Bo is so popular in the game right now, and he is so good. He's easy to get your hands on. I mean, he's just amazing. So, alright you guys, that's going to be on the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure, if you did, leave a like on the video. Also, comment below. I really want to know what you guys think. Who are the best brawlers in the game in your eyes, and who are the worst brawlers in the game in your eyes? So with that being said, make sure you guys keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.